Today, I just dropped off a new tool. Sorry about the road noise. Bought a new to me Massey Ferguson 2615. It's got front end loader attachment. It's like a 50 or a 55 horse tractor. 8-speed, high and low. So 4-speed with high and low. So 8-speed total. It's not the hydrostat. Everybody's all bees knees for the hydrostat, but sometimes you got to get what you can afford. And this was pretty expensive. This is actually, barring home purchases, this is the second most expensive purchase I ever made in my life. It's kind of nerve-wracking, and for as much equipment as I have been around and used, at least for maneuvering and getting the job done, it's new. It doesn't work the way I guess I'm expecting it to work, or I thought in my head it would work. So there's going to be a massive learning curve on it. I'm not good with it. I've stalled it out a couple of times just trying to get used to all the controls. It's got a 72-inch bush hog on it, and I got a 72-inch box blade sitting in the barn. It's pretty low hours. It's below 400 hours. I think it's like 377. So I was happy with that. It is 4-wheel drive or manual select, whatever the heck it is. It's uneven tire 4-wheel drive for tractors. And I have had to use it just driving around a little bit in here because the ground and everything is just so soppy, so wet. Stuff's not been graded in a very long time, and it's not great. I'm hoping to be able to learn how to utilize it quickly. Let's say I have operated some stuff with hydraulic controls and things like that in the past, but this does not go the way I thought it would. Primarily, the biggest thing for me is going to be, so this is the clutch, and then it's got over there, it's got a dual brake that you can separate for each wheel, and it's got a diff lock back there. And the diff lock's pretty straightforward. You just rest your heel on it and it goes. But in a lot of the equipment that I'm used to using, and I haven't actually, when I say used to using, so I did hydraulics and pneumatics in the shop, and so I would get brought in a forklift or a backhoe or something along those lines. None of the really big stuff. I never drove like the motor graders or the giant push box. What were they? Like the dozers, the wheeled dozers or the excavators. I just had to operate it so that I knew that after I got done fixing the hydraulic lines or the pneumatic lines on it, depending on what we were talking about, that everything was repaired correctly and it had good functionality. And most of the stuff that I used, was pretty straightforward. Throttle was throttle, brake was brake, clutch was clutch. And most of it had gone away from clutch in the last 15 years. Nothing that they bought really had clutch in it. But in this one, the clutch is more of the brake than the brakes are. And I don't know if it seems like that's the way it should work. It's serviced. It's all up to date on records and everything like that. So nothing is faulty. It's just me getting used to it. I haven't operated anything with basically a clutch brake in a very long time. You drive cars and trucks and you don't want to ride the clutch too much. Well, this one, you don't have to necessarily ride it, but you use the clutch to kind of come to a stop, and the brake pedal kind of holds you there, and then you shift gears or do what you're going to do. Like I say, it's just going to be a learning curve for me. I bought it from Cross & Sons. They were very friendly. No sponsorship, just found them online and they had what I was looking for, and we made a deal on the price. Everything was good to go. I got to clean out this side of the barn, and it's going to park in this side of the barn. And I need to find a contractor that does barn appraisals and barn roofing in Southern Ohio that will actually call me back I guess, Southern Ohio, nobody needs to work. I don't know. Getting these guys to call back is a royal pain. But the previous owner he left this place a mess. So there's going to be a lot of scooping out, a lot of maneuvering. I know it's dark. I don't know if you can see that, but that's like a big foot clod. I wear a size 13 boot, so I mean that's big. Got to get that feeder out of here. Get windows put in on the house today. Just a little video showing off something. That's right. Just get worse up there. Little video showing off something that's not just me working on broken Dodge trucks. I get to try to break myself working on a tractor that I probably have no business operating. Yeah, I probably have absolutely no business operating this. I should find somebody that can do it for me, but we're gonna learn. Hopefully, I don't roll over and kill myself. That would definitely ruin a weekend.